I'm Randy Harris, Director of Joint Public Affairs for the Tennessee Military Department. I want to welcome you to the first full broadcast of the Tennessee National Guard Network. Each month, we'll send a DVD to the major commands with stories of what's going on in your National Guard. The stories are about your fellow soldiers and airmen, and we hope you'll enjoy them.
In October of 2013, the Job Connection Education Program successfully secured employment for their 1,000th Guard member, 2nd Lieutenant Ian Joyner, who was hired by the Altria Group. So far, the year-and-a-half-old JCEP program has successfully found employment for more than 1,100 Tennessee Guard members and their families. More than 1,400 people have registered for assistance in the state. JCEP works in conjunction with the Tennessee Department of Labor, local employers, various agencies, and ESGR, making Tennessee's JCEP the most successful JCEP in the nation. I'm Master Sergeant Robin Olson with the Tennessee National Guard Network.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Max Haston. I'm the Adjutant General for the Tennessee National Guard and the Commissioner of the Military Department. And it's a great privilege for me to be here today and to welcome and thank the Altria Group for their dedicated support of the Job Connection Education Program and recognizing the 1,000th hire. And join us here today, we have Jessica Perucci and Jeff Young of the Altria Group, Denitha Thompson, the National JCEP Program Manager, Shannon Hartigan with the Paxson Learning, and our guest of honor today, 2nd Lieutenant Ian Joyner. Thanks for being here. As the newest employee of the Altria Group as a Territory Sales Manager. And thank you for joining the Tennessee National Guard on this momentous occasion today. This is a big deal for us. The Job Connection Education Program, or better known as JCEP, is a National Guard Bureau Employment Partnership Initiative designed to provide relevant and timely workforce training and job placement assistance to National Guard service members and their families. And the second part of that is very critical, and their families. JCEP primary focus is to help service members identify aptitudes and abilities honed in the military, skills that they've learned, and in assisting them in transitioning those skills into a civilian job. And then mastering a job search resource for optimal job placement. Fortunately, as our Tennessee government works diligently to reduce the state unemployment rate, every day our force has been able to support this effort by decreasing last year's unemployment rate in the National Guard by 7.5%. Now we've gone almost cut it in half from 2 years ago. And while we recognize our 1,000th hire as we're honored today, JCEP has actually done 1,130 participants in new jobs in Tennessee. And that's over 75 people a month, placing members and their families in large and small businesses alike. And the JCEP program, and this is the part of it that's critical to me and very important, the JCEP program services are designed to help participants obtain and retain careers, not just jobs. And speaking of these careers, Lieutenant Joyner has been the hallmark example of the power and success of the JCEP program, coupled with our community partners. It's true that military commitments, as well as family and personal responsibilities, make securing full-time civilian employment difficult in today's economy. And I think we've all felt the pressure of that. But the Enterprise and Job Connection Program team has helped provide us the tools needed for participants to achieve their employment goals. The Tennessee National Guard is proud to support the JCEP program and foster community and business partnerships that will continue to impact the lives of our service men and women, and most importantly, their families. I thank you for coming today, and I'd like to introduce Jessica of the Altria Group just to say a few words.
Thank you.
Yeah, right here.
Great. Well, on behalf of Altria, it really is our pleasure and privilege and honor to be able to support all of the various programs that help to provide career opportunities to veterans, active military, and also their families. And we're just very, very excited to have Ian here to join our local team in Tennessee, and can't say enough about the appreciation we have for everything that everyone does to support our country, and it's really just a privilege to be here.
Well, just to show a bit of our gratitude, I'd like to present your group with this Community of Excellence Award. This does not replicate one person, but it replicates the entire 15,000 Tennessee Air and Army National Guard, and appreciation of what you've done and what you've brought to the fight. Because you're part of the Circle of Life in our J9 program, and you're helping save lives.
Well, thank you.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Hello, I'm Master Sergeant Robin Olson with the Tennessee National Guard News. On Monday, November 4th, Major General Max Haston presented the Purple Heart Award to Korean War veteran Earl Taylor. The war-traced Tennessee resident was wounded in 1951 while serving in the Army's 2nd Infantry Division in Korea. It was established by General George Washington in 1782 during the Revolutionary War.
What a great day it is to be in Tennessee. 1950, June the 25th, the North Korean Army invaded South Korea. A couple of days later, President Truman authorized the United States to become involved in this conflict. Mr. Earl G. Taylor answered the call. A native of Wartrace, Tennessee, just down the road here, was a member of the 2nd Infantry Division. And he arrived in Korea on Christmas Eve, 1950, at Busan. On 22 January 1951, Mr. Taylor was wounded and sustained injuries near Daegu, Korea. Korea is a war that sometimes that we have often forgotten. It was a 3-year war. But 36,000 Americans gave the last full measure in that war. 1.8 million Americans served in Korea. Now you compare that today to the 12 years that we've been in combat in Iraq versus the 3 years, and you can see the intensity of what took place on the peninsula in Korea. Today, we're going to right a wrong. And that wrong is that when you're wounded in combat, today we hold a standard, and just a few weeks after someone's injured, they receive a Purple Heart that meets the criteria. But this has been a little while in coming. And I didn't say that our military always gets it right the first time, but we're going to get it right today. The Purple Heart was established by General George Washington, our first president, at Newburgh, New York, on 7 August 1782. And it's presented to members of the military who's been wounded in combat. Today we're going to right that wrong. Mr. Taylor, if you'll come forward, please. Present the order.
Attention to orders. The United States of America, to all who shall see these presents, reading. This is to certify that the President of the United States of America has awarded the Purple Heart, established by General George Washington at Newburgh, New York, August 7, 1792, to Private First Class Earl G. Taylor, United States Army, for wounds received in action on 22 January 1951 in Korea. Given under my hand in the city of Washington this 2nd day of October 2013, signed John M. McHugh, Secretary of the Army.
are still heroes among us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everybody.
Would you like to make a comment? Come on over here and say something.
It's been a pleasure being here today, seeing all these brothers, sisters, and I thank them and you, everyone here for what they've done in their service. Thank you for serving your country.
Hello, I'm Master Sergeant Robin Olson with the Tennessee National Guard News. On November 9th, a historic moment for the Tennessee National Guard and the United States Air Force occurred with the delivery of the world's first C-5 Galaxy aircraft ever to be prepared for public display. Attending the ceremony on behalf of the Tennessee Air National Guard's 164th Airlift Wing was Colonel Mark Kelly, Maintenance Group Commander, and Chief Master Sergeant Sanford Strunk, the 164th Aircraft Maintenance Superintendent. Numerous dignitaries from the Delaware congressional, state, and local government attended the event along with members of the 436th Airlift Wing at Dover Air Force Base, the receiving unit. Hundreds of people attended the event to be the first to view the new museum exhibit. Chief Strunk provided the official handoff of aircraft paperwork to Michael Lister, director of the Air Mobility Command Museum. Colonel Kelly then passed a large commemorative key to the Dover delegation symbolizing the ending of flight for an aircraft with a historic record. The plane is the only C-5 in history to have successfully deployed and launched an intercontinental ballistic missile from its cargo bay on October 24, 1974. A patch and coin commemorating the historic missile test was designed specifically for museum guests. This is Master Sergeant Robin Olson with the Tennessee National Guard News. I'm Master Sergeant Robin Olson with the Tennessee National Guard News. 377 years ago, the National Guard was born. The Tennessee National Guard Joint Force Headquarters celebrated the historic occasion in the Hall of Flags on December 13, 2013.
We're here today to honor one of the proudest and oldest military institutions in the United States of America. For 377 years, the National Guard has served as the backbone for the defense of this nation. Tennessee's first known militia mobilization was organized by Captain Evans Shelby on August 17, 1774. In 1846, President James K. Polk, a Tennessean, put out a nationwide call for volunteers to fight against Mexico. Tennessee Governor Aaron Brown issued a call for raising 2 infantry and 1 cavalry regiment from Tennessee, a total of 2,400 men. Instead, 30,000 Tennesseans offered their services, with some towns forming entire companies on the spot. This fervent response would forever cement Tennessee's reputation as the volunteer state. Our volunteer tradition has guided us through centuries and will continue to do so into the future. The National Guard motto sums it up best. Always ready, always there.
I am the Guard. I am the Guard.
Peace. I am the Guard.
I am the Guard.
For 3 centuries, a soldier in war, a civilian in peace, a security and honor,
I am
and
the
a custodian
now and forever. I am the Guard.
And it's important that we remember our history. The Guardsmen started our nation, and you're going to help maintain it. So that's why it's absolutely critical to what we do every day for this nation. You are not just a citizen soldier anymore. Being in the Guard is not just a job. And if you think it is, then you're probably in the wrong profession. It's a calling. And every one of you in this room has answered that calling. So happy 377th birthday. To thank you for what you do every single day. Because I'm going to tell you, you make a difference. You make a difference in this country. I'll see you on the high ground. Come here. Y'all put your hands on this thing. Come in here. Come here, Sherry. Get in here. Right down the center. Y'all ready? Let's go. Oh, God. All right.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hello, I'm Chief Warrant Officer Nick Atwood with the Tennessee National Guard News. On Monday, January 6th, 2 of the Tennessee Army National Guard's units left for year-long deployments supporting Operation Enduring Freedom. The first wave of the 105th Personnel Company, based in Nashville, departed for a month of pre-deployment training at Joint Base McGuire-Dix, Lakehurst, near Trenton, New Jersey, prior to continuing on to their overseas mission. The remainder of the unit will deploy later this month. Nearly 100 soldiers from the Murfreesboro-based 269th Military Police Company departed Murfreesboro Monday morning, also headed to Fort Bliss, Texas for pre-deployment training before heading to the Middle East.
We are, when they say citizen soldiers, they need to understand that we live in these cities and towns throughout the country just like they do. And not only do we represent them overseas in combat operations, we're doing in support of civil authority.
General expectations and stuff, it's been good. I feel a lot better about it. The hardest part's been getting Nuna on board, and my wife Nuna. So, I mean, it's been good. I don't really know what to expect, so I don't really know what to really talk about too much. But I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Excited. I know this is a really good unit, and we've done a lot of really hard training this last year to get going. So I'm confident. So I don't have as much nervousness and things like that because I'm pretty confident.
To date, more than 28,000 Tennessee National Guard soldiers and airmen have deployed since September 11, 2001, making Tennessee the 4th largest state for deployments.
Hello, I'm Master Sergeant Robin Olson.
And I'm Staff Sergeant Melissa Wood with the Tennessee National Guard Network.
Tennessee's 251st Military Police Company just returned from a one-year deployment to Afghanistan. We go to Sergeant Jim Boyd for the story.
Soldiers from the Tennessee Army National Guard's 251st Military Police Company stepped back onto Tennessee soil for the first time Saturday as they returned from their nearly year-long deployment to Afghanistan in support of Operation Enduring Freedom. Family and friends joyfully welcomed 103 soldiers after they touched down at the volunteer training site in Smyrna. From the airport, soldiers loaded a bus headed to Lexington, Tennessee, where the town held a homecoming celebration in their honor. Accompanied by Patriot Guard riders and escorted by the Tennessee Highway Patrol,